Just getting this over on YouTube. And we are live on YouTube, Wade.
Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday's chat. This will be short like all of them are. I just want to talk to you today about cost of funds and answer some questions about are we really funding big deals? I'm going to show you some here that you're going to knock your socks off. But before I start, look what I got in the mail today, Valpak. All of you guys probably throw it in the trash. What I do though is I open it up. Look on the top. We got small job handyman, Ace Hardware, vent cleaning, lawn service. I mean, I'm going to call every one of those people up, and I'm going to call this guy up, Mark, and I'm going to say, Mark, I see that you do lawn care. I just got your Valpak in. I want you to know that I love the fact that you have these pricings with this discount on it. Do you actually do all of Greenville, South Carolina? Can you go to Malden? I got some friends that are over at the Hartness that would probably like to talk to you. I mean, I don't need you right now, but I just want to make sure where you go before I start telling people, and I'm gonna let him tell me all about himself. Then I'm gonna say, well, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Wade. I am the funding director right here for Greenville, South Carolina. And I just want to let you know, if you ever in a pinch, you need some funds quickly, or if you there's more months at the end of the money, or your equipment breaks down, whatever you need, we love helping small businesses with funding. And the great thing about it is we don't care a lot about credit, and we can get the money to you most of the time the same day. So just keep us in mind. And if you don't mind, I see your email here. I'm going to go ahead and email and text you my information. And in the meantime, do you mind if I talk to some people about what you're advertising here? Guys, it doesn't get any easier than that. And I can do that with at least 25 or 30 in this Valpak. So if you're throwing those things away, you're throwing away really good leads. And you say, well, that's a cold market. It's not a cold market when you meet, greet, and inform. It's only a cold market whenever you walk in the door and you don't know what you're stumbling around. You don't do a meet, greet, and inform, and you try to sell funding. That doesn't work. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. Many of you have said to me, man, I just can't get anybody to get really good offers. Well, that's hogwash. I mean, trash in, trash out is one thing, but I'm gonna go over just this week 5, and one of these I'm going to talk to you about. We're funding as we speak. It's probably already funded, but first I'm going to share screens with you. And everybody see that? Can you see that, Morgan? You see it?
Yep, all good.
I'm just going to talk about the 5 top funding offers for the week and what we're doing with them. The first one is an electrical contractor out in Utah. We got them a $250,000 offer. They've accepted it. We've already sent them the funding, all the paperwork. It's online checkout. It's an on-deck offer. It's an 18-month deal at a 1334 prepayment discount of 25% any month that they actually pay this thing off early. So I want you to figure something out. You do your math with your own calculator. Do 0.334, divide it by 18, because there's 18 months, and multiply that by 12, you come out to about 22% cost of funds annually. On top of that, they're getting a 25% discount. And if they decide that they're, after it's 40 to 50% paid in, that they want more funds, let's say that they're 50% paid in, they still owe 100 and a quarter, but they want another 250 or another 125 or another 100. What we're able to do on this particular one is waive all the future cost of funds. So you're only doing the principal part. So it's not cost of funds on top of cost of funds. They need this because of some upcoming projects within the next 4 to 6 months. This is a great offer. You don't see many people turning down an offer like this. Heck, I would tell them, if you don't want it, send it to me and I'll go put the money back on the street for more money. But this is I'm just kidding about that, but this is a really, really, really good offer. This second one is a healthcare facility of 40,000. It is a line of credit, is in Georgia. And now the person's hawking around just saying, oh my goodness, I'm not sure I want to do this or don't do this. This is a great offer. This is a person that nobody else gave them anywhere near. Nobody else gave them a line of credit offer, but nobody else gave them near 40,000. They could do a line of credit or funding. It's a 12-month term, weekly payback. There's no fee on a monthly basis, and it's a 1.19% weekly. What that means is you borrow for every $1,000 you're borrowing, you're going to pay back $11.90 weekly for the cost of those funds. This is a great offer, a fantastic offer. And the person is hawing around and not sure we're going to do it. They've signed everything except for one thing, and they said they're going to go to the bank. Well, good luck going to the bank, because I'm going to tell you right now, they should have done that first, but the bank is not going to give them a line of credit. The third one is an IT tech company in California that we offered 50,000 over a 12-month period. The rate is a 136 on this. They need to hire a new project manager, get some equipment purchased. This $50,000 deal at a 136 is real good, because nobody, first of all, it's California, and many of the lenders are not making offers in California right now, or Utah for that matter. So a 136 over, and I can get it down to a 126 if they want to pay it back in 9 months, but or 8 months or something like that. Now, the good thing about this also comes with a 25% prepayment discount with the same options if they were to pay it 40 to 50% in. This one just came in, and I probably will not be able to do anything with this one. It's a transportation, it's actually aviation transportation, but it's transportation. This person was told that they could get a line of credit. Well, you can't in the transportation industry, but I got them to $240,000. Any amount they want, up to 240. If they want 75, they can get it. If they want 200, it's a 52-week payment weekly at a 132 with the 25% free payment discount. This is a shame, because I don't know that this guy's going to move forward because he was told he could get a line of credit. Well, you're not going to get it in the transportation industry. This is a great opportunity. Then we have a marketing and business development company that we got in 50,000, 18 months, a 134 rate. So take 0.34 divided by 18, multiply it by 12. That's 22.6% cost of funds over a 12-month period. If this person doesn't take this offer, where are they going to go and get something like that? It's just not going to happen out there. These are just some of the top 5 offers that we had for the week. We're going to bring some of them to the house. Some of them were not, because their information that they were given was just wrong. Also, I want to make sure that everybody knows, because we got a very disturbing email today from an agent saying, why in the world were you not going to give my client an offer? She sent in different, her not transaction reports, but invoices for business. Then she sent in her personal accounts, and then she sent in her business account after that. Well, come to find out, she's doing about $2,200 to $2,800 a month in fund and revenue. We can't fund that. It's just about education, and more education, just learning what this is about. And if you really dig into this and start talking to like these Valpak people, they got money, or they wouldn't be advertising in Valpak, but they can use us too, because we know that 7 out of 10 businesses are going to need us in the next 6 months, and 4 out of 10 need capital right now. So that's all I had for the day. I'll take any kind of questions that you have related to funding. Do we have anybody's hand up?
I don't see any yet.
Okay. Well, listen, well, we got one hand up. Two. We
Hey,
got two
Wade, how's
hands.
it going?
Good, good, good.
Hey, I had a quick question in regards to the value packs. I used to get those a long time ago, when I used to live in my house, but now I live in an apartment. Is there any kind of way you can request those to get them in a new
Don't
location?
know. No idea, but you can call Valpak in your local area and ask them that question because I would not even begin to know.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, buddy. But hey, listen, if you go find somebody who gets them and tell them to throw them away, give them to you. Those are good leads.
All right, Christopher Sanchez, you can go ahead with your question.
Hey, Wade, thank you so much for sharing your time. In regards to funding for tech startups, we're still looking at a minimum of 6 months, or is it a year in business with 12 consecutive months of revenue, correct?
Well, a startup, I can go as low as 4 months, but you're not going to get great deals on 4 months, but at least 6 months. And most of them want 9 months to 12 months in business before you're going to get a really good rate. Because that way they got some kind of history. And if they've been in that industry, Chris, but then they started their own and they're only 4 to 6 months, and we can know that kind of information. Because I always ask, by the way, you know, how long have you been in the industry? Did you work for this company ahead of time? Did you decide to go out on your own? That sort of thing. Because that will make a difference with some underwriters.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Thank you for that, Wade. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Matt Dehane, you can go ahead with your question.
Hey, Wade, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Good, beautiful. It's not a question, but yeah, I just want to make a commentary just real quick. This will be short. It's all about the use of the funds. It's all about the use of the funds. I mean, you're going to get the best offers. I just tell people, the agents who are complaining about, you know, that one that called you today. I don't know who that is, but I hope it's not one of my agents, but I try to tell them to set the right expectations every time you speak with them before they submit or while they're submitting an application, just to make sure they understand, you know, discuss the use of the funds. And if they don't have a good use for it, the cost is irrelevant. And, you know, you're going to get the best offer. I mean, they're going to get an offer based upon all of the above, right? The revenue, all the variables are going to determine what the lender's willing to give them, right, to risk, right? And I always try to get my head around this. This is for everybody. It's for me too. To remind myself, these are unsecured, non-collateral advances and funding that can default. It's just that whole thing. It's like, okay, would I be willing to risk my money? Person like that goes through that whole thing, even if I had insurance. You know, is it a good business model to do this? Well, yeah, it is. And they've already gone through it. So whatever they get, and I completely understand this, whatever they ultimately get, if they're approved, I always say that if you're approved, got to qualify that. If you're approved, it's going to be the best possible offer of what one of our lending partners, or maybe two, are willing to give you initially. And I always want to say this. It's a good idea because my clients are encouraged to you know, to maybe take the offer. I said, well, initially, this is your first offer, but next time around, it's probably going to be better. As long as you just keep your money, don't go negative, and make sure you have a good use for the funds. And that's the time to ask the question, will you be able to use these funds strategically to improve your business? If they say no, then they shouldn't take it. Tell them. I've done that probably more than the people who, that's why I don't get many apps. I talk people out of it a lot of times because they're going to get hurt. And I've had some clients that got hurt, and that doesn't feel good. It just, personally, I don't like it. I don't want to put somebody in a bad position. So I will go through the process. Forget the commission. Just think about their situation. Say, okay, is this truly going to benefit you? Well, I have an emergency. All right. I mean, it's not cheap money. So just go with that approach. It's more credible. That's all I'm saying. I just want to throw that out, Wade.
Hey, by the way, Matthew, just so you know, Matt, the 300,000 for yours, I'm staying in contact with her. She thinks she's going to resolve this. We're going to see. But we were able, as you know, the best offer she had was 200. I got her 300 over 12 months at a really good rate. And we're just waiting for the landlord to approve stuff. And if he does, then she'll flip that switch. But it's still out there waiting, just so you know. Who else do we have?
Next up, we have Leo S. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Good. Thank you. Actually, the one thing I wanted to touch on one thing and then ask a question. So the first thing I guess about the value pack, I was in the same situation when you started talking about it, and I just Googled it. It seems like it's on an app, so we can download the app in case you don't get it. Download the app, which is what I did. So I'll have that. But the actual question is in regards to the I know you had said a couple weeks back that you were working on this industry, obviously that's kind of a little taboo. Any further information on that? Are we still going forward with that, or has that halted?
Yeah, we are going forward, but they've been battling with me. That's not it. Negotiating with me to come up with a decent commission, because I'm not going to do it for nothing. And so the bottom line is, I've spoken to her. She called this morning. I've been on calls all day long. I haven't had time to call her back. So I am going to call her back, just because she would not have called me unless their corporate people had come up with a better solution. So I'll have something to talk to you about hopefully next week. Anybody else? Or is that it?
That's all I see for hands up.
Fantastic. Well, guys, have a blessed rest of the week. And